Good afternoon, YouTube. This here is my laptop. This is my 15-inch laptop. You have used it for over a year now, and this is I've had a long time. And I'm going to do a year-end review on it. I got this computer December 26th of 2007. Today is December 24th, 2007. And today I received a replacement for it. Now that doesn't mean that I'm going to throw this computer out. No, actually I'm keeping it because I'm going to take it to my stepdad's, and there's a lot of people there that like to use my computer. So now I'll have two. Only I will be using the new one. The biggest issues I had with this computer were Windows Vista. A few things that I never actually could get to work, and watch it work now. Exactly. The window flipper never worked. I don't really know why, but it doesn't even pop up anymore. And I'm pretty sure I'm doing it right. Ah, there it is. See, it's not 3D. It doesn't flip. It doesn't have the 3D effects. Don't know if you can see that at all or not. I don't even know. I mean, it works, but it doesn't have the 3D effects like it's supposed to. This computer actually does have Windows Vista Home Premium, so it has everything it needs to have. When I bought the computer, it had 1 gigabyte of RAM, and that was a really big issue with me because a lot of the stuff that I did not run properly. It was all very, 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 very slow. One thing I did notice is these little rubber things up here, there are 4, started coming off one by one, and now they have all came off. And as if you can see, I don't know if you can see it or not, there's a few scratches here on the bottom part of the laptop where these have came off and the monitor have been rubbing it. Aside from that, on the bottom, they also came off down here. Right here, here, this big one here, and this one here, and one of the two right here. And then also, the Microsoft serial number came off. One of the things that never has ever came unstuck from one of my computers came off. So now if Windows Vista decides to crash and burn, I don't have the serial number to redo it. I have no way of recovering the computer. So basically when this one dies, unless it accepts Linux, because I already know I can't put XP on here, it's basically gone. There's nothing I can do about that. I haven't had many issues out of the monitor itself or anything physically on the computer. Mostly just the software, mostly just Vista. This would be my first full-time Vista computer. I have had one in the past, didn't use it as a full-time. I actually hated it so much I returned it. This one is my first full-time Vista computer. And yeah, I'm used to Vista now. I hated it at first. I'm used to it and I live with it. But the biggest thing about upgrading was I was going to try to go for a Macintosh. Either an Apple laptop or... Sorry, got a text. And now a phone call. Wow. I have a lot of... I just declined the phone call because I'm busy. But yeah. The only thing I had to have replaced on it was the power cord. And that actually needs replacing a second time. And I need to hurry and get that replaced before this warranty goes out in about 3 days. So I probably should do that tonight, actually. The CD-ROM drive does burns DVDs, burns CDs. I have tried that. It does work really well. I burnt a few DVDs. Now it's slow, especially if you use Windows DVD Creator, but it gets the job done. Once again, doing all the videos that I do, doing all the editing that I try to do, and all the pictures that I do, I think a Macintosh computer would really help me. Unfortunately, I haven't gotten one yet, but that is in my plans. That is in my near plans. I have to get a Macintosh computer. I have no choice. Um, One thing that I did notice about the computer is the back seemed very shiny, and aside from the normal fingerprints all over it, once I got over that, I figured that it would scratch extremely bad. That's why I tried to keep it as far away from scratches as possible. But this part actually seems to be the less scratchable that I've found yet. I still, to this day, cannot see one scratch on it, rather than regular wear and tear here on the back. But that's just from rubbing up against the case and stuff. So there's no actual scratches on it, just like dullness where it would rub against the case there. The computer's in overall still great condition. Uh, you know, Scratches everywhere, but it still works, and that's what matters. One thing that I noticed about this computer that I did not like was it did not have a FireWire port at all. It has a few extra ports that I've never even heard of, like this expansion port 3. I have no idea what it is. It's huge though. That's all it says. And that actually looks like a FireWire, but it's really, really teeny tiny. It's not a FireWire. I mean, the symbol looks like a FireWire. It does have a VGA monitor out, plus S-Video out, but that's all. So yeah, a few things on the computer I didn't like. Also, on the side here, the number keypad was not there on this one. And that was a real big issue for me as well, because I type a lot of numbers. Did not realize how much I missed that until it was actually gone. Overall, it's been a great computer. HP seems to be my favorite company so far as PCs, other than Gateway, because I have a great experience with Gateway. This one's just a year old, and it's starting to slow down. It's starting to get to the point where it's like, it's old, you know. But my Gateway setting in there, had it 3 years, and it still runs almost like new. I mean, it's slower than normal, but that's fine. This has been my review for my HP DV6000. Overall, great computer, but it could be better. It really could. Uh, Macintosh will be my next experiment. I don't know when that will happen. I may need donations to go toward that. That may be a donation thing. I mean, right now, right off, I could get a couple $100 away from getting it. I'm about $500 away from getting it. If I got a nice one, I want a nice one. I don't want to get the first dinky one that I found. I either want a 20-inch iMac or 24-inch, that'll be fine, or a MacBook Pro. I don't like the MacBook 13 inches because this is 15 inches and this is kind of small. I mean, I would settle for 15-inch Mac, but just because it's a Mac. But I don't know. Mac will be my next experiment. We'll try that and see where it goes.